The Fat Controller's new engine, Toby, was settling in nicely. He was mainly in charge of the goods services down to the junction, while Henrietta came with him on every run and offered a small stopping service. The tram engine was grateful for his new home as he chuffed up and down the valley in the warm, early autumn air. He and Thomas slept in the old sheds at the top station. Thomas was still skeptical of the newcomer and made his reservations known. Toby didn't mind too much, but it did get a little disheartening for him. Henrietta comforted Toby.
"You'll realize soon enough about how useful we are. I'm surprised he was able to manage this whole line on his own without us."
One morning, Toby was scheduled to take a small train down the branch line. When he arrived at the platform, a small red bus sat unloading passengers. This was, of course, Bertie the bus, but Toby had not met him yet. Bertie was jovial and immediately upon seeing Toby introduced himself. "Hello, I'm Bertie." "Hello, I'm Toby. Thomas told me that he'd gotten a new engine to share the line with him. I must admit I didn't expect you to be so, boxy. No offense," Bertie said abashed. Toby chuckled. "None taken. I'm a tram engine. Do you run here often?" "Oh yes, I'm owned by the Knapford Bus Company. I'm in charge of all the services up this valley. Most important work. Do you do it alone?" "Mostly, but when there is a lot of passengers, my manager does get someone to help me." "Oh, that's a great feat for a bus of your size," Toby chuckled. Bertie was offended, but tried not to show it. "Yes, well, I can go faster than any of the engines on the island." "Really? That does surprise me." "I'll prove it to you. Race me down to the river." "Oh no, I don't race. Not my forte." "Well, that's my signal. It was a pleasure to meet you, Bertie." "Yes, you as well." And with that, Toby set off down the line. Bertie frowned indignantly. "Silly engine, I can beat him down to the river. He'll see me down there and know I'm faster." And with that, Bertie sped off, chuckling about his wonderful plan. Bertie was too conceited to remember his race with Thomas, and how he had lost. Toby was slower than Thomas, and as he trundled down the valley, he had no idea about Bertie's plan. "Come along, Henrietta."
"I'm coming along. There's no rush."
"I know, I'm just thinking about that Bertie fellow. He seems polite, but I'm afraid I offended him."
"Well, did you mean to?"
"No, it's just the way it came out, I guess. I hope he doesn't do anything rash."
"Just say something to him the next time you see him. I'm sure he'll understand. He seemed a reasonable fellow."
Toby said nothing more as they trundled down the cutting. Presently, they came to the bridge over the marsh. Bertie came to the road bridge at the same time. He was blazing along. Toby saw a flash of red in the distance.
"That boss is out of his mind."
"Lord, Toby, we can't let him show you up like that." Toby surged towards the gap. Bertie drew alongside. I'm winning! Just then, Terrence appeared. Bertie's driver slammed on the brakes and the bus came to a stop. Toby dashed across the river and slid into the station, where Thomas waited.
"We've won! We've won!"
cheered Henrietta.
"What in the devil are you playing at, Toby?"
Before Toby could answer, Bertie came up to the station. "Faster than any engine on the island, eh?" "Good shout, Toby. I'm sorry, I thought I could beat you." "No, Bertie, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you at the station. You are a very useful bus.
Thank you, Toby. You're a very useful tram engine.
Thomas watched this in shock. He said nothing as he departed the station. For the rest of the day, Thomas was lost in thought. He didn't even whistle at Terence as he passed. When Thomas arrived home that night, Toby was already there. There was silence for a moment before Thomas said, "Good work today, Toby." Toby was taken aback. "What?" "Good work today. Are you feeling alright?" "I'm feeling fine. I'm just saying good work. I know I haven't been the most, friendly with you since you arrived. I'm sorry." Thank you, Thomas. It's all good. No harm done." "Well, what caused this?" "Anyone who can beat Bertie is a friend in my book." Although Toby had only been slightly bothered by Thomas's attitude, it was a great relief that the blue engine now considered him a friend. "And one thing else, Toby." "Yes?" "Welcome to the branch."